Would help out if we had our second screen charging. Audio. My left ear sounds a little off. It's just, yeah, that's just the 3D. Okay. With that being said, how's it going, everybody? I am the Zaben Neo Zaben here on Broadcast Zaben, and today we are playing more Red Dead Redemption online. Oh, wee. Alright. A little bit of Hawaiian punch right there. Of water, but I did eat, and we had a Hawaiian punch to drink, so, you know the timings. Oh. It seems like we have not changed our math, which is good. It's a good thing. I'm gonna grab a pen. Because we still need the $750 for another horse, or at least the stable for the horse. Because if we're gonna count in the numbers for, if we're gonna count the numbers for things like the saddle to ride each one, or the cost of each horse, you know, that's a different story. I can't even remember the type of horse we were trying to get, because I know it written down there: riding, work, draft, and race. But I think I was going to get another work horse. I don't have a war horse. I think we should probably get that instead. I don't know. But let's see who's wanted, dead or alive. So we got somebody, Red Ben Clemson, dead or alive, a 1-star bounty. Is that the... I'm guessing that's maybe the new legendary one? Yep, Red Ben Clemson. Okay, let's check it out. Last seen in New Austin, head over of the Red Ben gang. Okay. I think we'll make some money off this. I mean, it's only... It's unfortunate. It's only 1 star. I want to get a 5-star bounty. But we are getting closer to each trophy every day. The more that we play Red Dead and oh.
Red Ben Clemson.
No wonder why he's called Red Ben.
Dresses like he's on the way to church. Acts like he's never heard a sermon. Rob enough trains, one of these companies is gonna put a price on your head. Or maybe all of them. He's a hero to some folks, a villain to others, and most likely somewhere in between. Hey, this might interest you. A fella he used to run with lost his leg, became real bitter with it. He's got himself a vested interest in Ben's demise.
Okay.
Meet him over at Mercer Station, he might tell you where to go.
So an old accomplice or old assailant. Accomplice, assailant, same thing. Alright, let's see. Still my varmint rifle out.
You looking for Red Ben?
Yes, I am.
She told me you'd be here, but you better hurry up if you want to catch him. They took over a train up near Armadillo. By now they'll be going at quite a clip. So you have to find them near Tumbleweed and get on board somehow. And that's all I can give you for free. Bastard made me a cripple. But that don't mean I'm gonna give him up on the plate for nothing. All right then. Let me see. By the time you get to him,
Okay.
the train will be going through here.
Let's
If
see.
they're quick, you'll find him.
I didn't like lose money or anything. Search the train for Red Ben Clemson. What's up? How you doing? Ooh, that music. Oh, I gotta clean my gun. Jeez, I never clean my stuff, do I? I don't even want to, like... Jeez. Music in this game is so freaking fantastic. I'll never get over it. Even though it's already gone. Oh, no, it's still going. There we go. Let's see. Let's try to see where Red Ben Clemson's at. Alright, so he says something about Tumbleweed. Hold on, let's look at our map. Is this a moving train? It's a slow moving train. Okay, we could catch up to this real easy. I'm riding. I'm just trying to make money. So I could buy another horse. That's really all I'm doing. I don't think I really need help with these. If it was the other bounty, I think I would have probably went for it, but this one seems pretty easy. I don't think I'm gonna need help or anything. Uh-oh. I see red. Red Ben? No? Okay. Wow. This might actually go better than... Come on! This might actually go... No! I'm getting off my horse. There we go. Watch. I did this, they're gonna start shooting. Ooh, it said I could take something. What was that? Oh, it's a tonic. Stuff. Let's take everything we possibly can. Where are they? Oof. Yeah, I need to make a lot of money. I'm trying to get ooh.
Good Lord.
Oh. I didn't expect to get caught using the wrong revolver. Oh my god. Ooh, look how slick that is. I'm taking him alive. Always taking the bounty alive. This is not dead? Jesus. I don't know how I missed that shot. Oh boy.
This is the end for you.
Pull out both revolvers. I'm scared that there's just gonna be one guy like on the side. Reload, reload, what are you doing? Reload! Thank you, Jesus. Go, 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 go. And then disperse. Oh, that's him! That's him right there. Okay, how are we gonna do this? We'll just tackle him. Okay, they must have fixed the thing. Cause I remember when you would.
Backing that up, okay? I go steal.
What? Oh, maybe I didn't have the bullet.
Ain't no one gonna say.
Oh man, Red Ben. Get out of here. That did not. Whatever. No, I didn't. I mean, I don't think I did. Oh my god. I went to pick him up. Is he dead? I think he's dead. I swear, if he's dead. He's so dead, he's not even moving. Oh my god. He's dead. That wasn't supposed to happen. I picked him up. Oh, Lord. Hey, let me see something. I can't. The dude's dead. Oh my god. Can we do this mission again? I just finished up playing Fortnite. I'm not gonna go back to that. You can catch me playing that later in about like 12 hours from now. Oh. Is that armadillo? No, that's not armadillos. What are those? Raccoons? Raccoons live in the desert? I can't believe we went to pick this guy up to move him away from the tracks. And we basically just killed him with that. Put his head into the train. What are those? I'm curious. I've never heard of peccary. Peccary? What is that? Peccary. I don't know. Peccary. Well, it says take to the nearest jail, but they're gonna be like, well, he's dead. You're gonna get $10. Watch. Oh god. There's no way that it's just like, oh, he's just unconscious. No. He's dead. Watch. I didn't mean to kill him.
From the looks of it, they've learned their lesson. Leave them outside. I'll get you your payment.
Yep. See? Why? We couldn't just stop the train or anything? Oh my god. Why'd I do this to myself? Why'd I do this to myself? It better be at least decent money. $33, okay. That puts us at a good 99.61. Not too bad. I'm still way behind when it comes to that 750 though. Let's see what we got. Let's go for this guy, Ralph Miller. Seems like an easy fella. Is the mission gonna start? Oh, I don't know what they need to fix. But they need to do something. Maybe I need to get away from it. There we go. Let's see. Anybody watching? My air says 0. Killer capture. It doesn't seem like it's that far if his skull's already showing up. Oh. Love that. I was gonna say, because we have a comment here. HRP is saying, play Fortnite. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, I've played a lot of Fortnite recently. Anything I've been, almost all my content has been switched over from kind of trying and sampling everything to, hey look, we're playing Fortnite. So this is a break for me. I've not played Red Dead since our last video, and I love playing Red Dead, man. It's just, the music's fantastic. Playing with friends online can be fun, for multiple reasons. I can't tell which one he is.
Mind yourself,
It's usually the red one. Or carbon. You know, I never... Oh god, I'm gonna shoot him without knowing which one he is. That's our man. Alright, partner. Relax, relax. Are they shooting the wolves? I hope so, because I'm not going over there.
Not good.
Come on, Lawson. Oh god. We need to hurry.
Cross the line.
I like how I said we need to hurry. The first thing I do is start fighting back. But yeah, I mean, most of my live streams are Fortnite. Not exactly the best player there is. I wouldn't say I'm the worst, but I'm not exactly the best. And of course, all of our playstyles are usually different. I know a lot, usually for people who I notice this, whenever for people who are like the most popular Fortnite players, you know, aside from just making it to like winning a lot and stuff like that, it's usually the people who, it's usually people who do those crazy like across the map kills with a sniper, right? That you always see, like somebody will shoot a rocket launcher and then the guy jumps on the rocket launcher and then he just shoots randomly with the sniper in the enemy's direction and gets a headshot and it's like an insta kill and they immediately win and stuff. I notice if like you're one of those people who are like, yeah, I'm the one who did this, blah blah blah, you typically are like popular and then, you know, you get a pretty big following.
People will be real excited to see you go.
People who get a lot of kills and victory royales, usually hand in hand.
It's all there.
But it, you know, I'm just not the
I ain't been this drunk in years.
Did I just get $14? But then my fee was $3. So I'm losing money even though I'm gaining money. Lost jewelry found because I'm not in. Lost jewelry found. Oh, because I'm not that far in the. Like, why is it saying? Do it. If I could kill a bear or sell an animal claw, that'd be great. Or maybe I could rescue someone in need. Let's check our. We see claw. We don't. We only have fat and this bolt, which we could break down, which is interesting.
Morning, ma'am.
And then you can or something like that. I do want to do some stuff. One, maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself. Get it? Get it? No? Okay, well, basically the Soldier's Creed, for those who don't know. I'll maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself. I'm ready to engage, deploy, engage in the with the enemies of the United States of America in close combat. Ooh. I really like my loadout. I don't know that many people who use the Schofield revolver. Usually when I see people using a different or using pistols and or revolvers in general, go to the gunsmith really quick. Yeah, I've been gone. Yeah, yeah. No,
Nice to have you back, ma'am.
no, not customized.
What can I help you with?
There might be new weapons that I
Let
don't
me
know
know if
about. I
anything
doubt
looks
it, but
good.
let's see. 35. I don't know how mad good that level is, and I it because it's like really fast. But I like this one because it says one of the most powerful handguns we sell. I just like it. No, what I've seen was volcanic pistols, the Moser, or semi-automatic. Two are pretty much. What is the difference between these two? They look identical and everything. The only difference I think is just their reload speed. Maybe accuracy is a bit different. Okay, I think the semi-automatic one is a little more accurate. And maybe a little less damage. This one's a little more damage, slightly lower reload time, and slightly less accurate. But I've always seen people using these, because, I mean, you know, if you aim for the head and you... I don't know. Evans repeater, I kind of regret buying that, because, I mean, I don't use it. I was told, like, I should get it because it's a, like a revolver repeater that had like 40 something shots in it, and I was like, whoa, that's a lot. I basically don't even need to reload, and no point. Gotta sneeze again. Okay, I think we're good. This is another good one. This is like choosing the revolver or the pistols like earlier, because the Litchfield repeater does way more damage than the Lancaster repeater, but because the Lancaster is uh, has a somewhat better fire rate than the Litchfield, I actually prefer it. If anything, I think, yeah, Lancaster is also more accurate, um, which is why I would prefer it over that. I remember when Varmint Rifle used to be the one that everybody would use, because, I mean, this thing, you could just aim for the head, reload it, and you would get instant kills. So I don't know if people are still using rifles, Springfield, people using the Springfield um, rifle, low on it. Obviously, the bolt action is better. I mean, you could use the Springfield. It's just a lot slower. But the bolt action in comparison is a bit better in terms of fire rate and everything else. I mean, the damage sure is a bit lower, but... I did buy the rolling block. I wish I would have just saved it for the Kirkano, but you needed to be at least level 50, and at the time I was like, ah, screw it, I ain't gonna do that. Really wasn't that worth it. I mean, you could still use it for some stuff, but really wasn't worth it. Sawed-off shotgun. When it comes to shotguns, I'm not really sure what people use the most. I use the pump action. I think people might use pump action also. The repeating's another good one, I think. I wonder which one's most accurate. It might be this one. Because you want one with the most accuracy and range. I mean, sure, damage is good, but I mean, whatever. Okay, well, that's interesting. Let's see, one more thing. Can we...
Alright then, no trouble.
Customize our guns? Oh,
All in that well, are you? Weapon looks good. I can get you some better sights on this.
haven't we always been having... Oh, here you go. Variants.
That good, I can tell.
See that. But it's $600 just for that. Kettleman didn't have a different one, did it? Nope.
Nice to see you take care of what I sell you.
Tablet's having charging issues. Maybe the carbine repeater? Nope.
Piss poor state you keep this weapon in.
Ooh, but this one is.
All in that well, are you? Weapon looks good.
I don't know. I'd like the Lancaster. Bolt Action, I think, has a variant.
Nice to see you take
Bounty
care of what I
Hunter.
sell you.
And those are the only weapons I use. Does pump action probably? It does.
Happy to do a little extra work
Trader.
to that thing.
I realized we were doing all this when we could easily just went into the
Alright, come back when you're ready.
not this. You go in on the progress, you go to roles, and then bounty hunter. We are almost at level 5, which again, I really have no clue what this is, but I mean, some of these aren't that bad. Thing is, I mean, you know, like the holster, I need 120, and then like for the buckle to match, I need 4 pieces of gold bars. 4 gold bars. That's sweet saddle. This one that says, and this actually we might need this because if you notice, bounties be getting loose. Let's see what else we got. Rings, an outfit. Thing is, I think this outfit is way better in comparison. It does have a. Wait a second. Hold on. Let me go back. Because I came out without having a scarf, and yet that one. Hold on, let me see. I think the general store should have a clothing spot. Yep.
Hi, miss. It's nice to see a new face. All the essentials, tobacco, cigarettes, and the like are all along the tall shelf. Food is scattered through the shop, as you can see by the shelves and by the window. Everything else can be found in my catalog on the counter.
Jeez, she talks a lot more than me. I mean, I'm just trying to get over here and talk. Okay, this is it right here. Oh, so it does come with it. Huh? I'm really confused. Hold on. Have I never been wearing it the whole time?
Okay, well, I'm always here.
Because this is the outfit I made. Bro, I was like, hey, dude, I love this jacket, blah, blah, blah.
Welcome back, man. I'm glad you're here.
What's number 4? What's number 1? Okay, so then what's number 2? What? Hold on.
Oh, you need something else?
Yeah, I thought... I mean, it says it's on a horse. I'm gonna remove this one. Keep that one.
Sheriff Freeman likes to lord over everyone here, so he's buying the
Actually, you know what? Yeah.
as everyone else.
Now I'm really confused. So I can't store this one on my horse? I gotta sneeze. Do I? Hold on, I wanna see something. So I did this.
My shop's always here.
Okay, so I guess if you have it on, right? So I could be like, oh, I want to wear outfit number 4 or whatever, and you change your mind, you go the bikini. There we go. I was like, what? And then didn't even know I've been wearing the wrong outfit the whole time. It is not bad. I really did like this outfit.
Have yourself a lovely day, miss.
Thank you, thank you. I like how I said thank you, like they were really consulting me. Before we go anywhere, doing more bounties. How many treasure maps we have? Okay. So I still need a lot of money. I don't know where this 2,595 is coming from. Because we still need, what did I say, 240? No, I need 300. $300 from the maps, and about 150 from Crip. We need to at least have 300 in our pockets before we even do those. And the bounties kind of help out. I mean, they're not that long, and they give you some money. I always hit the stable though. That just disappeared because. I'm trying to think about stuff. Can I shoot someone from this far? I can shoot them from that far, but they won't be dead. Wait a second. Oh, he's running. Where'd he go? There he is. Oh.
Don't fight with me. Come on. Oh no, you don't. Untie these ropes. What in the?
Are they coming for me? Yeah, they are.
Oh boy.
I mean, this guy, I didn't even see what he was wanting for. He could have been, like, not paying his taxes. Which isn't as, as bad. I shot the horse, are you serious? That's why we don't. See, I feel like a little bit. Now, this is just me speaking. When you play through the
Go to hell.
the campaign, right? Usually, whatever best weapon you have is the weapon that they usually give you. Or I think it might be like for like, I swear, they give you like, if you have the semi-automatic pistol, it's always gonna try to give you the semi-automatic pistol instead of one of the revolvers. And then for the other stuff, I can't really know. I don't know too well. I'm gonna play through it again, but we gotta give it time.
You did good with this. Tumbleweed thanks you. I believe you'll find that figure to your liking.
Alright, so what did we get? Like $3? We got $4.50. And the game decided to teleport us outside of the town. Wonderful. Actually, before we ended up doing the stream, I was watching a bit of Ghost Adventures because GamerBase over here is talking about how apparently her and one of her friends are supposed to binge watch it. Uh-oh. But yeah, here's kind of my thing, and I've always said this, or at least I told her straightforward about it, so she doesn't have to, you know, get any idea. One, she was talking to, she was talking to me about, I'm gonna follow this dog, because whenever the dogs do something, I swear, they like lead you to stuff. So I want to be able to... Yep, see? I'm gonna open this lockbox really quick. And what is that, a booze? Yeah, yep. 4 of 9. And it's always this, I already have that one though. Wait, what is this? This one's the new one. If you get blood flower, chocolate daisies, and creep plumes, you get $75. One of 2 collectibles for the daily. No, but and I swear there was another YouTube channel that does this, but she was telling me this guy's name. She was like, oh, there's this guy, you know, like busting people for their like for their crimes and stuff. And then in my mind, I thought it was like this, I can't remember his name, but it was this, I thought in my mind it was like, oh, so it's like this Stolen Valor guy that I've seen on YouTube who oh god, well, my horse is dead. I thought when she was explaining it in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay, so this is the Stolen Valor guy. So this is someone who's an ex-Navy SEAL, and it was something like, for his story, he would, or since for most of, yeah, I'll say most, because not everybody's gonna be the same. Most people would like to talk to other soldiers, so like if you're just kind of relaxing, mind your business, somebody's like, oh, hey, I'm a soldier, blah, 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 or they just come in uniform or something. You know, like they say, they're like, oh, I'll get you a beer, and, you know, trade stories and stuff, and, you know, ask, and they do all these things, and it's like, oh, where are you from? This guy is on the trail here, and for some reason our tablet keeps turning on and off. Like, I don't understand, it's on the charger, charge. So I thought that's what that was, because I mean, that guy, it's pretty genuine, because it's him and his wife, and this guy pulls out files on people, and then he kind of like, well, I mean, using his Navy SEAL stuff, I suppose, figures out like where people are at, and what stories do they tell? Has the story's been consistent? Do they mix up the story? Do they say that they're 2 different things? Like, you know, saying you're Army Rangers Special Forces or something like that. I mean, I guess, I don't know. No, because Army Special Forces and Army Rangers is like 2 separate things. I was gonna say, I guess technically you could say, like, oh, I'm an Army Ranger Special Force, but I'm like, no. can't, because that's it's two different things. But there's so much stuff to it, but that's what I thought it was. And then she was like, she showed something, and then you like hear this guy's voice talking about like, oh, we want you to look up their files and blah blah blah, and I'm just like, huh, okay. And I'm like, I thought it was a little weird. I thought like maybe this was the way that they portrayed themselves, telling like the story of the experience or something. You know, but no. Later on, she's like, yeah, look up this video, this name, and I'm just like, I knew from the title, like, or not the title, but I knew the name was like really weird. I'm like, what? LT Lick Me, and basically Lieutenant Lick Me. I was like, okay, weird name, but whatever. And then I go, and then it's sure enough, it's one of those channels that, they say it's trolling, but it's so scripted. Because there's so much to it that, like, honestly, if it genuinely happened, the person doing the video would be the one, like, that could go to jail for what would seem to be, like, harassment, and the breaching of privacy and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if breaching of privacy is a thing, but you're invading like somebody's privacy in a sense. Because whoa. Now, if you ask me, they call them troll videos, and usually a classic troll video is the person who.
No, please don't.
Alright, this isn't the guy. Who's the guy? The guy running? Like right in front of me? For some reason?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Literally. I'd like trying to not lasso him, but like put him to the ground and tie him up. Alright. So I'm looking at this dude's thing, right? It was like, up and type in Joker or whatever, and I thought, you know, if I mind being so innocent as I am, thinking, oh, like maybe that's like the name of it, just because like the guy's trying to pull jokes or whatever. You know, she's perceiving this as something real, but like, be realistic. There's a couple things I remember like looking up, like, is this real? Right, just to see. You never know. But everything to me about it seems so fake, because one, I mean, you could easily be like, oh, but you could just hack something, you know, it's a crime.
You ain't gonna get away with this.
Maybe it's you're hacking to learn about somebody's name, right? Like, if you're not giving it out, like if I didn't tell you guys I'm Neo Zabin, and then you guys just kind of come out and go, hey, Neo Zabin, it's like, how did you know I am if I don't like, say it? You know what I'm saying? And like, everywhere I go, it's like not written out or anything. Like, you go to my channel, I don't say, hey, I'm Neo Zabin. You go to my about section, it doesn't say nothing about Neo Zabin, nothing, anything. And yet, you're about, you know, it's like, what'd you do? Oh, like your email, or blah, blah. Like, I'm gonna call the cops on you. Because that means, I mean, even if it was just for the name, like, I don't even know. But that's a breach, and I suppose it's a breach of privacy. But anyway, that's just one, like, because obviously not everybody knows how to hack, and I'm pretty sure this guy isn't gonna constantly keep hacking all these people. Two, I highly doubt that all these people are going to be playing Call of Duty and playing with you so many times over and over, right? Like, once or twice, maybe going.
Rare treat.
How are you gonna, like, get on and then just be like, oh yeah, you're a criminal, you did this, you did that, right?
That is what they're worth.
Thing is, people are all over the world, okay? It's not just, hey, look, I'm, you know, look at me, I'm, you know, I don't explain. Because, you know, the way that the videos work is, I already caught this woman so many times. The way that the videos work is the guy goes into some type of, he'll be Deadpool. He'll be, excuse me. He'll pretend to be Deadpool, Joker, or Anonymous, you know, like from V for Vendetta. And he either does the voice or, like, what I've seen the V for Vendetta one. So he'll get, like, a machine to do it for him. And it's just so dumb. But just the way. And you, like, so, and he, reading, or if they're be like, oh my gosh, you know, you'd be able to tell. And so I was like, okay, maybe, you know, maybe some of the actors and stuff, and it's just some are kids and stuff, and it's really weird, because they stay. One scene, it's like they stay quiet until the guy just talking, and then they just act like a suck up. One game they maybe watched or had recommended me that I was watching. She's like, oh, just keep watching, it's interesting, and I'm just like, maybe not for me. So apparently this guy, the one that I saw that was very recent, and the guy's Joker voice, he's trying to act like, the Joker from the Dark Knight series. Oh my god, I forgot the guy's name. And Heath Ledger. He's trying to be Heath Ledger's Joker. And, you know, he's, I got the power, and, you know, I mean, I'm not saying I'm any better, but, you know, like, and, like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like, it just seems so dumb. But the point was, like, in the entire video, he's supposed to be acting like that Joker, and then sending him stuff, then, you know, kind of making him go through things like, oh, do you believe in mirrors? I don't, because they show you what you are on the outside, not on the inside. And it's like, isn't that the point of a mirror? Like, I don't know, it was so stupid. But the setup was, for after all that, and the guy's, you know, like, hey, you sound kind of like him. I don't know, I feel like it's some weird compliment there, but, and then, like, it just goes straight into, like, him saying the guy's name, and, how you know my name? And he's like, I know what you did, and it just leads to this guy, like, starting to freak out, and again, like, what throws it off so much is just, like, it's somebody who's gonna do it on, like, Call of Duty, you know what I mean? And then when you watch the video, it's them talking, but they're, like, in a Call of Duty lobby, so it start off in, like, a game, and then after the game ends, they go straight into a lobby, and just, and then I know what you did last summer, and it's like, oh, no. Like, this is weird. Like, I don't know. I just think it was really dumb. Like, if you ask me, genuine or fake, I'm gonna tell you fake. Straightforward. No sugarcoat it for it, because it is. Because realistically speaking, like I said, all around the world, alright, the way video games work, you're gonna be playing with people from all around the world. It's not just, oh, I'm gonna be playing with people in the local area. I mean, you might get lucky, but, you know, realistically speaking, you're gonna be playing with anybody that just so happens to be playing the same game. It doesn't matter. There we go. It doesn't matter where you're from. Like, I've played, what's it called? Like Smash Brothers, for example. I've played with people from Mexico, and I'm just like, what the heck? Like, I didn't even know this guy's from Mexico. Because when you play, it doesn't tell you until you decide to look at your, collections of tags. So, some of them are from Mexico. And then, you know, Fortnite's another good example, okay? It's region-based, so I could be playing with anybody that has, if, like, I put, mine is North America East. So, anybody in the world can put North America East. I mean, we had somebody from the UK do that, in order to join in. And I still don't know how he did it in, like, one try, but all you have to do is just put a certain region. Like, with that, I can play New York, Maryland, New Jersey, I almost said the Philippines. I want to know if I put it like Puerto Rico, would that still be, East? I know, I think Florida would be East as well, but the whole point is, like, it's like, some games are going to be region-based, and even if they are region-based, right, let's say, like, Fortnite, how am I supposed to know that I'm not going to be talking to someone who's from New York and I'm over here in Illinois, you know? It's... Oh, really? That's first. It all varies, I suppose.
This is going to be a long ride.
Ooh.
Your reward.
Yeah, my reward's him getting off my horse. Us doing these bounties, we're actually kind of gathering money pretty quick. We could probably get... Oh my goodness. We could probably get the money for it pretty quick. So, I don't know. I mean, it's not something that I'm always going to watch all the time. It's not like I'm a big fan of it. But watching the video, I was just like, this is so dumb and bad. Like, it's fake, okay? Because be realistic.
So can you help me? Really helped me out last time. Thank you.
Because the way that the guy is portraying the video is,
we're still trying to get ready to leave on this trip. My father
he'll say some stuff like, look outside your door. Or, I was just talking to my voice. He'll just say, look outside your door. Go outside your house. There's gonna be a package there. Open it up. Tell me what's inside. And the guy's like, what the heck? There ain't gonna be no package there, whatever. And then, you know, they do that, and then, what do you know?
We both need to get away from this place.
Excuse me. They open up the package, and then it's something. So, like, in the video I saw, again, this guy trying to portray the Joker more and more. He's like the Joker.
It would really be a big help.
Oh, excuse me. At least it wasn't Joaquin Phoenix. He was portraying the Joker and doing this whole thing about, oh man, he was doing something, I don't know, but oh, that's what the point was. If you guys remember from The Dark Knight, if you've watched if you guys watched the Dark Knight films, there's a scene where he's talking with all the other mafia groups. I think there's like 3, 4, possibly 5 different mafia families that are in like meet up at this one spot, and the Joker says, "Well, I just want half the money that you guys have, like whatever y'all are gonna have." And it's a couple million. It's like the guy of everything, and of course, that's what the guy does. He's like, "You're gonna give me half," and the guy's like, "Half of what?" And he's like, "You're gonna give me half of the money that you stole," because, and then literally that's what was in the package. He's like, "It's a credit card information. You're gonna put all or half the money that you stole into that." All right. So apparently the guy, very fast, puts the money into the credit card, or whatever bank or whatever the heck it was, and he goes, "It's not about the money. It's about you, and you're learning a lesson." And it's literally just, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing that the movie says." Like, I don't know. It just, to me, it just seems to be like one of the dumbest things I've seen. Like, if people really like it and enjoy it, that's you. And you could say that about everything. I mean, most recently I seen a guy about,
Hello.
How you doing? I seen a guy very recently do that for Pokemon.
Hey, thanks.
I like how it says they can
Watch yourself.
Come on. Really? Freaking, oof. Waste my time. Where's the closest town? Oh, actually, we never even collected our flowers. Let's try to get to that. No dumb, like, realistically speaking, how would he know where this guy lives? If you're, going to that. And the thing was, the guy was just like, why shouldn't I just call the cop on you? And he's like, "Oh, because you have a history of doing this." And it's like, even if somebody did have a history, right? Like, you could be a criminal or whatever. Let's say the person went to, I don't remember, he said they went to jail or something, anything like that, but the guy could still call the cops and be like, "I'm being harassed by somebody online, like, this is all the info I know," and then you can, type out, like, or write out some stuff, because apparently that's what people have done before. A lot of, well, not counting the stuff where people would, do the whole SWAT team thing, which is insane. If you're one of those people who did swatting, you're crazy. But yeah, it's crazy to think, like, I don't know, like, I don't find it entertaining. Like, I'm happy that she finds it entertaining. I don't. Oh, nice. We could skin all of them. Oof, that's disgusting, ain't it? What was I saying? Yeah, it was it's not the best. I mean, like I said, the recent video where I seen somebody, like, say what I say, which is, if you don't agree or like with, what I said, it's fine, everybody's gonna be very different. Oh, I think this is perfect condition. We might want to keep that one. I'm gonna go to camp. We're gonna put in the Cholla Springs. Cholla Springs. Oh, excuse me. So, what else was another sign? This is dumb. The guy was like, I think he was talking over the guy trying to be the Joker, and he's like, "All right, lights off," or whatever, or something like that. And then, like, the guy's like, "Is that you? You turn off my lights?" And I'm thinking to myself, like, two different things. One, if the guy's only his lights turned off, not his TV, not his like his Xbox or PlayStation, whatever the heck they were playing on, only the ceiling lights turned off, then how did the only way you could do that is, like, do you know how to work a circuit breaker so perfectly that it only turns off the ceiling lights or something like that? Like, I don't understand, because the only way I think of it is, if you turn off the circuit breaker, then that means there should be no power going off in that, like, area of the house. Am I not correct? Like, isn't that how it works? All of that, we're going to the camp anyway. Because you have the circuit breaker, which turns the power off to the whole house. So if realistically, if they would have done that, then shouldn't, like, the PlayStation, Xbox, whatever the heck it was, also turn off? Like, I'm just saying. Oh, it's a poor condition RAM anyway. Yeah, let's shoot it. This is really strong. I have the worst aim ever. There. I'm just getting this one too. So that's that. Second reason or way I could think of how the light could even turn off without this person's, like, Xbox turning off, we're gonna just stick with Xbox, is if they somehow are in the room and, like, turned off the light, right, and did it itself. Like, that was the one thing that I caught that just made no sense. I mean, like, maybe the mail makes some sense. Like, maybe there was somebody helping out. But then again, it's just like, at the same time, doesn't this guy has to, like, message somebody? And, like, it's this whole thing of, like, having to do that. But again, easily you just realize, like, it's just a script. It's not what we think it is, you know? Is this what I'm looking for? Oh, nice, it was. Come on. There we go. Come on. There you go. So, I don't know. It wasn't that great. I mean, again, you know, we're all very different from each other. Some of us find that as entertaining, some of us not so much. I'm on the not so much spectrum. I feel like I used to like that, but then I don't anymore. I think the one that grew, I looked at the page, and the one that was the most viewed, the most popular one, was the Pennywise one. And I felt like when I was watching that, I might have still been like, yeah, this is dope. I mean, no, like, I look back at it and I was like, these are the dumbest things ever. Man, right? I mean, maybe that's just me, who knows. Actually, we could take the car, it's not that far. it's still gonna be a little something. So I don't know. There's just so much wrong with it. I mean, again, because when you think about it realistically, you just wouldn't. I don't know anybody that would just react like that, and you know, be so willing to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna give you money to stop basically knowing about me and stuff. I mean, like, at this point in age and time, Crip, I'm trying to give you this stuff, but you're being a bit of a jerk here. Okay, see, I see that. So I'm gonna pick this up. There we go.
Supplies are running down fast.
So, okay, here's that.
Top notch.
Here's the horn. Here's 2 wolf pelts. Here's the perfect wolf carcass, which jumps the thing a lot. The perfect pelt because, I mean...
Very nice. Okay then, no comment.
There you go. So I think each of these rectangles that like have a little line on it is a barrel, and then you can sell the barrels based on your Jigamowitz. So I'm confused because this is distant delivery value $78, and this one's 62, but it says the total goods is about, well, I mean, we're gonna make over 100 regardless, which is why we need to make sure that we're still, what the heck? Oh, right, because I skinned it. Whoops. Probably should not have done that. Where's the other flower thing? And if you think this world could ever win, look at me, I'm a coming back again. Okay. Yeah, it's just so dumb. Like, the timing and everything is just way too perfect for, I just realized I had something right here, and now it's not there anymore. Interesting. Yeah, but the timing is just way too perfect. Like, everything about it is just, you know, it is what it is. I mean, a lot of people it's entertaining. For most people, I mean, I guess for Gamerbait too, it's something that seems real. But it's just not, because, you know, it takes a lot of time. You know, you can't just pull up somebody's file and be like, oh, you're this, you know, and there's so many cases where there's, false convictions. So, I don't know. If you guys watch this again, those like the Joker troll Call of Duty videos, not worth the time. Definitely don't watch that. It's just, I mean, again, you can if you want to, you like that, but I just find them to be so bad. They're not that entertaining. But surprisingly, what is, and it's entertaining for the wrong reasons. It's entertaining because it's dumb, and this is what she was telling me was, oh my god, it's a horse. Is her and I were gonna watch or binge watch freaking Ghost Adventures. I'm over here looking and thinking to myself like, ghost shows in general, okay, are pretty dumb and obviously are exaggerated and clearly, I mean, because if you believe ghosts, I don't. There's so many times. Ooh, what's this? He went from being a 1-star to 2 stars. Hell yeah. Ooh, excuse me. But it's just so bad. And it's always stuff like, what is it called? Like, they'll play really loud noises and they'll say like, oh, that's just our machine picking up electricity in the air. And when you think about it, I mean, you would feel it, right? Now, apparently, people you could do more with signs, like, but
Red Ben Clemson.
These shows are so
Dresses
good.
like he's on the way to church. Acts like he's never heard a sermon.
Do we watch this every
Robbing up
time?
trains, one of these companies
That's
is going to
horrible.
put a
That's
price
fine, I
on
really
your
don't care.
head. Or maybe all of them.
What is it?
He's a hero to some folks, a villain to
Always
others,
do.
and most likely
put,
somewhere in
like,
between.
A little dot.
Hey,
Either
this
it's,
might interest you.
like, what is it?
A
I
fella
forgot
he
who I
used
was
to run
watching.
with lost his leg,
And they're like,
became
it's so
real
easy to just
bitter with
fake,
it.
like, that being a
He's got
ghost,
himself
because
a
if there's
vested
some
interest in Ben's
dust
demise.
floating by,
Meet him
then
over
you
at
could be like,
Mercer Station, he
that's when
might
we saw
tell you
the
where to go.
specter flying in the room, and it's like, no, that's probably dust. And then,
Hey, you looking for Red Ben?
as a post-edit,
told me you'd be
post-production thing, you
better
know, when
hurry
they're
up if you
editing the
wanna catch
videos
him.
and stuff all
They took
compiled
over a
together,
train up near Armadillo.
apparently
By
you could
now
just
they'd be
add
going
that
at
in
quite a clip.
as like some type
So
of
you have to
effect.
find them near Tumbleweed and get on board somehow.
Yes, I am
And
trying to get
that's
on board.
all I can give you for free.
And I mean, even the guy does it on his YouTube channel. He's like,
That
look,
don't
I could
mean
do
I'm
it right
gonna give him
here,
up on
and
the
he
plate.
literally does it. It's just, oh wow, ghost. There we go. I'm just. It's in this general area. Well, seeing how the train tracks are. Alright. Not too hard, I think. I think we can do this. Let's just follow the train tracks. Simple as that. I don't know. But it's so dumb. They'll play these, like, really loud noises, and then, like, it'll be one of the people. Like, maybe they could get some other person. Like, they could hire somebody to be like, hey, can you, just say this line in a certain tone, and then that's it. And then they'll just maybe, like, you say the line, and then they'll add it into the background of some, like, obnoxiously loud noises or whatever. And then it's just like, oh, that's clearly a sign of a ghost. If that was the case, then I could just easily, like, go into the basement or go somewhere that's, like, abandoned or apparently haunted and just be like, and pull out, like, the voice memo on my phone and just, is there anybody around? And then just do the same thing. It's not that hard. It really isn't. I don't understand the whole electricity thing, oh, we gotta get like these EMP detectors to figure out where these ghosts are at. I never understood that. Because again, I mean, you'd assume that ghosts wouldn't leave any kind of trail if they're beings that can go through physical matter, right? Or so it doesn't. I don't know. It never made sense, but it was always interesting. Like at least somewhat. It was entertaining because it was dumb. And just like, yeah, these guys just. Did you hear that? I swear. The one that I watched before we even did this stream, the guys were constantly saying, "Did you hear that? Did you this? Did you that?" And it was just like, oh my goodness, just freaking catch the ghost or something. Now that would be dope if Luigi's Mansion was a TV show. I'd be watching that all the time because I love playing Luigi's Mansion, the game. So imagine it as a TV show. I mean, if Sonic and Mega Man, okay, well, I don't know about Mega Man for sure because they seem to. It looks like they messed up on my boy Mega Man. But if Sonic could get multiple TV shows and Mega Man could get a few, again, poor Mega Man. I feel like his old, I've seen bits of the old Mega Man TV show and it seems a lot better then. The one now seems a little weird. I don't know, maybe more kid-oriented, I guess. I guess technically that's the point of cartoons. It's like, kids don't grow up with Mega Man. Like, if you just want to be realistic, kids nowadays are not going to grow up with Mega Man. Kids back then have, right? I've played bits of Mega Man, and I'd say I grew up more with Zero. I grew up playing the Mega Man Zero series, right? I think I had it on like the Game Boy, where it was all in color and stuff. You shot me right in the face. But even then, like I'm trying to say, like kids nowadays are not gonna be able to play like or say that they grew up playing Mega Man. Like they're gonna know Mega Man most likely because I mean now there's the show and you got the show, you got the character making an appearance in Smash Bros, which might be for most. Why the? I'm telling you, this game has the craziest things happening. Come on, I'm trying to shoot the guy. Don't go by this horse is on your board. We'll just accept that. But yeah, like I don't know. I don't know how to like. Why can't we? As Mario and Zelda, or yeah, I guess Mario and Zelda, because technically that's the name of the series, Legend of Zelda. But let's just say Mario and Link, I guess, just for the sake of the characters. If they can get TV shows back then, and they're pretty well known nowadays, I mean, seeing how they still are relevant enough to have lots of games, right? Like if you right now you have Breath of the Wild, there's Skyward Sword, and what's that one that came out? That's Hyrule Warriors, right? That one's like where it's you and I think maybe one other person. I don't know if they'll ever add any more. You just fight basically a bunch of creatures from the game, and that's really about it. I'm gonna drink this again. I'm almost dead because of this guy. I'm dead because of that guy. He took off my health. I even drank the potion. Jesus. But, there we go. But you know, I'm just gonna say, like, how it's kind of weird to think like Sonic has another show, and yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining because I actually do like Sonic. Pick this guy up. Hopefully, he doesn't die this time. But like, my boy Mega Man, come on. I'm gonna die because of the train. Thank you, game. Oh my god. Come on, hurry up. I swear he better not be dead. Alright, he grunted. He definitely grunted. Get in. Yeah, he's still grunting. Okay. We actually got him alive.
Smart. Real clever getting one over.
Is that his name? Like
I'm down, but I ain't out. You hear me? I'm
coming back from this.
Ooh, excuse me.
Ain't no cell can hold me in. There's gonna be another.
Oh goodness.
Cuphead and worse scrapes than this, and I come back.
I'm just hitting this guy.
This ain't over till it's over. Mock me.
Why am I gun out? Oh.
Oh, indeed. I don't call.
Just. Dump truth.
Real nice.
Like.
Always better when they're alive.
True.
Makes it look more. That's the bounty. As agreed.
Give me my money. What am I, a monster? I'm coming back again. Because I feel like for Mega Man, he should have stayed 2D. They made him like 3D and cartoony. And it doesn't seem like he's really a robot. I mean, I don't know. From what I've seen so far of like this new Mega Man show, is like maybe Man's a robot, or maybe he's a kid that has like. Whoa! Did that say I got 100? What? How come that time I got 126? See, that's why you need to always bring them in alive. Since our bounty thing's at 5, I'm a promising bounty hunter now. What is this? It says so. Wait. Oh, so you have to double tap it. Oh, dude, that's dope. Can I do that on the horse is my question. Okay, so I can't... It won't let me do it on my horse. But when I'm off... That's dope. That's really cool. I like that. I was really confused and like why it's telling me I could do some trick or whatever. Let's do it again. But I think this is like, if you ask me, the Switch is the revival of Nintendo. And that's just me kind of speaking out loud. I felt like Daniel Bryan. The reason why I'm saying it's like the revival of Nintendo is because Nintendo is coming out with great games. You know, I thought is accepting a mission as an aside. Smash Bros. Ultimate. Okay, I think that was like one of the first games I got on the Switch. Aside from the Mario Kart, which is up for debate. I think it's actually not that bad. What I always hated about Mario Kart was I've always wished there was just hundreds of tracks instead of a few. So I wish that this one, the Kart Deluxe, had like every map from like the basically crossover with like Legend of Zelda because it has one Zelda map. A race stage? I know they have a battle stage, but a race stage, I could not confirm that with you. And that's basically it. It's like, you got Inklings, you got Legend of Zelda, you got Animal Crossing. It's like, what more do you want? And it's like, I don't know, everything. Okay, that's the guy that we... Are you not dead? Yeah, me. So, anyway, going back into like the revival, the best of Nintendo, because right now, I think so far, I've not played it yet, but I think the new Pokemon game is going to be good. I've seen bits of people playing it, and it does look, I heard that it wasn't going to oh gosh, that Pokemon Sword and Shield, when you play it, it'd be the same old style, right? Which is you have to battle the Pokemon before you can capture it. I'm completely fine with that, because that's the style that, well, I mean, for almost all of us who play Pokemon, grew up with. It's a bit disappointing was they're saying, oh well, have it where you see the Pokemon in the outworld, so you have to run around in the grass and get lucky finding them again, when it was so much better when you could see them and stuff. And sure enough, as soon as the game came out and people were playing it, you can see Pokemon in the wild. So it's awesome that, you know, we again, the feature from Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, which I still think is one of the best games out there for Pokemon. And yes, I'm gonna say that is the best, because I have played Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, and that feature, even though it's the same as playing like Leaf Green and maybe you know, Blue, Green, Red, the other Red, because back on the Game Boy it was like you had, what was it, Red, you had Red, Blue, and Yellow, and then it got remastered into like Red, Green, and probably Yellow again.
That's the bounty.
As agreed.
Unless it was Red, Blue, and Green. I just remember having Green. It was basically the remastered version of the original, and then now.
Hey, do yourself a favor,
and then I remember.
What?
I'm trying to do a bounty, mister. But you're messing up my day. So I actually. My phone going off? Oh wow. Okay. You're on. I remember being excited for Let's Peek at.
Is your head full of rocks? Is there
I think the only reason why my bro even said, "Oh, I'm gonna get a sword," the Pokemon with the sword, and it reminded him of like the one boss in his mouth. Awesome, and I remember Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee was coming out, and I was like, ooh, you know, it's gonna be the same, basically like another remaster, but better, of Let's Go, or the original, like, well, everybody was like, this is gonna be the Pokemon Yellow, or whatever, and it really was. You were able to have your Pikachu or Eevee right behind you, or on you, after a certain point, and you could have another Pokemon right behind you, and if they're big enough, you could ride on their backs and things like that. And they did replace, and that was actually kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. They replaced the bicycle, which normally the bicycle will be a way that you could run around faster. And I think, I don't know if it's in this game, but I think maybe later on in the game, but I could have sworn it was in also Leaf Green, is that there was puzzles that involved you having to learn, and you having to learn, or not having to learn a move, sorry. I could have sworn it you would need your bike in order to go, like, up slopes and things like that.
How do you do?
My instincts are telling me he's in there. Oh, there's clues that we need to inspect. Okay. Okay, I thought there would have been more stuff for us. Maybe there is, I don't know. Because there's a lot of stuff to take. There's like cocaine gum, meats, healthcare. I'm not finding anything. Like, I'm seeing the color for the... Oh, he's in there. That's some poo-poo. But, honestly, so far, every game that I've had for Nintendo, I've really enjoyed. You know, again, like I said, I've played, I really wanted the Let's Go Pikachu. I ended up buying it, and it was so much fun. Jeez, this is the time I'm supposed to be waking up. That's why I was playing Army Strong right there. Oof, now I gotta decide which one it is. I'm gonna go with the left. So I like I said, I played Leaf Green again. I found my old Game Boy. I was playing it, and, you know, it's having fun. I maybe got midway, and, you know, I started like telling my bros like all the stuff I'm gonna be able to, or that I'm doing Pokemon. And I remember they were like, "Oh, you can't." There's a feature in Pikachu Let's Go Eevee on there where if you have Let's Go app on your phone, you can transfer Pokemon from there into the game. And I said I was gonna transfer a few because I already, in my mind, I already did that. My bro Johnny, or even if my bro Joey were to get it, we would not, you know, end up, you know, this is actually a search for this guy. We would end up not trading the Pokemon. For example, like if I really needed Sandshrew, and, you know, the way that boys and stuff, it would be probably weeks, if not longer, just to trade it through, and it'd be so much easier just for me to go into my, you know, Pokemon Go app on my phone, and then just trade the Sandshrew, or transfer the Sandshrew that I have in there into the game. Like, it just makes it so much easier on us, or me. It makes it so much easier on me just to be able to, you know, do it that way, because it's, whoa, come on, there we go. Now, I don't know if it's gonna be the same situation with With Sword and Shield, I kind of hope that it is. I'll probably do research with it, either when I do get the game or if my curiosity is, you know, pretty dang strong. It'll be whether or not you can transfer, or you know, do the same thing. If you can transfer, if you can transfer Pokemon from Let's Go into Sword and Shield. Now I think a lot of people were complaining that like the game wasn't gonna be fun and this and that and blah blah blah. And you know, I was actually talking to my sergeant about it, and he was like, you know, people are saying that. He's like, I got Pokemon, blah blah blah, and I was like, yeah, and, you know, people talk a lot of stuff anyway. And he's like, oh, there you go.
Hey, you can't be here. Help!
And you know, we just kind of agreed. Like, we were talking about Fallout a little bit. He saw Read My Hat, said Nuka World, and he's like, oh, Fallout? And I was like, yeah, I like Fallout, man. And he was like, oh, it's 76, they messed up. And I was like, yeah, you know, Obsidian, the people who helped make the games, you know, they're not like with them anymore. I'm not really sure what happened. So when 76 came out, it wasn't under like the assistance of Obsidian,
These damn ropes off.
and the game kind of the mess of, you know, play stuff online and you know, use your Mac and whatnot. That was the whole thing. But cool, you know, sticking to the whole Nintendo thing. So Let's Go Pikachu, no different from the original like leaf green version that I grew up with, or for most people, red, blue, yellow. Good remap those games. You know, it's not every day that you can just, you know, run of a Pokemon, and the gameplay style is very different. I'm assuming people prefer the style of Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, which is you buy a bunch of Pokeballs or whatever, and then after you get a bunch of Pokeballs, you just throw it at the Pokemon, and you know, build up your whole streak again and whatnot. I think that's what they enjoyed, right? They enjoy that a lot. Ouch. Oh, of course. So I hate that it always moves. I had pretty enjoy it, like the best ever, but I would definitely say that it felt like I was playing N64 or something. You know, your baskets when they play it. Mario Odyssey. When I was really small and like didn't even know what I was doing on video games, was I would play a little bit of Mario 64, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I'd just be messing around in the world, and I'd go after the same stars over and over, and it's just like, okay. It's like, you know, you gotta get new stars, you gotta try something else, but I would always get the same stars because I didn't know what I was doing. But playing Mario Odyssey, I do have to admit, it definitely felt like I was back in the N64. Heck, I even switched my skin to the N64. So now when I play it, I look like the N64 Mario, which is pretty good, and I really like it. But it's definitely, it's definitely a great game, and I know for a lot of people, they're putting it there as like the best Mario that there is. And it's kind of fun to think that almost all like the open or maybe Mario games for most people have been like the best Mario games there is. Like I remember now, this could maybe be a bit of a bias, who knows. But I remember watching video game, and it was like Super Mario 64 is the #1 game, and like Sunshine is maybe #2, but for him it's like overall those are the big boy games, and then like you maybe have some underneath, which is like some of the lower games, and maybe Galaxy up there with the. I know a lot of people really like Galaxy. So, but it seems like for a lot of the 3D games for Mario really sell like the best game. Not calling it. Being able to play through the Mario game, it was just a journey, and once you beat the game, you know, there's still a lot more moons out there to collect and stuff, just to get like some little secret ending, or for most people what was the true ending, which you could buy your way to. You could literally just play the game. You don't have to beat like all the hidden bosses or whatever. You could buy 999 cards. Parent they knew people didn't have a lot of time to play games. Like they may only have like a couple minutes to play before they have to go and do something. So apparently, character stopped anyway. Where are we? Jeez, even them going to us still drags. But yeah, like I was trying to say, like apparently, there's moons everywhere because when having not that much time and at least get. They said at least 1 minute, but in the game I swear, like in a course of like 10 minutes, you could probably get 5 or more moons. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, Mario Odyssey, it's pretty fun. Ooh, sorry. Mario Odyssey is a fun game. I would say more so. I mean, you can play it in the.
You got any ideas? Just forget them.
Kill them
Ways of getting through. Let's see, according to. You're the person I need. Lady, move! Ran out of wood. Okay. Yeah, Mario Odyssey has been fun. I want to get Mario Deluxe, Super Mario Brothers, which is basically the Wii U. Mario Wii U with the Luigi Wii U kind of DLC thing, and I think that's really all that it is. But I want it because I always loved those Mario games. Like I remember, playing those Mario games. Now, my first Mario game, if I remember, was Mario Sunshine. And of course, as a kid, I was dumb and I was never able to beat it until later on. As I got older and understand how to play games and whatnot, and understand what I needed to do, it was easy.
Please let me go.
But as a kid, I remember, I think the first time I played a side-scrolling Mario game had to be on the Wii. And I fell in love with it. That's what made me play.
What the hell?
I think that's what made me start into some of the old stuff. And then I remember being, you know, I'm like telling my mom, like, I remember the NES Classic was coming out. And 30, 40 bucks. It was not that big. Heck, it could be 60 bucks and it'd still be a good deal. Because you have, I think, like a total of 30 Nintendo games. And out of those, I probably play like 5. Do I? Castlevania Simon's Quest, Mega Man 2, Mario Brothers 2, Mario Bros 3.
Oh, damn you to hell!
Play like 6 of them. And I guess Kirby Dream Land, but I mean, not really. Do and I don't. I killed a deer. Or ram, whatever it was.
Oh, Jesus!
But I'm pretty sure that's what made me more interested in trying to do the side-scroller Mario games, was because of the Wii version. At the end,
I wasn't expecting company. Sales over there.
ours first, which
Fair price. No haggling.
I want to say in their Super Mario Bros 3 kind of skin. Whoa, that one has 4 people. That one in the middle. Wanted, Dead or Alive, the Dick Francis boys. There's 4 of them. Well, we're gonna go after this guy then, Eugene Kelly. Because there's no way one person's gonna be able to catch 4. But Mario Odyssey's a good one. I mean, you could buy this on all platforms. But I really love it. Sonic Mania. So I have not beaten Metal Sonic. I don't know why I'm having the hardest time beating Metal Sonic. But once I do, we'll get to you guys. But Sonic Mania is definitely a good game. Now, I don't know who complains about Sonic games. Like, I can maybe understand some of the 3D ones. Like, 3D Sonic's a bit weird now. If you ask me, it's nothing like Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 1, I think, I'm gonna say, Sonic Adventure 1 was kind of decent with its open world sections that would just lead you into basically what the next stage would be. And you were able to play as different characters. And Sonic Adventure 2, it's not an open world, but you know, you had stage select and you were able to play as different characters. And each character, basically there was like 2 teams. You had the good team and the bad team. And then you had characters play the same. So like Sonic and Shadow would play the same. Huh? Some random coyote. I don't know. He just has to bleed out. Because if I... I missed? Rough arrow. Wait, what? Stone arrowhead. Badly withered. I'm guessing that's how we find arrowheads. I'm poor thing. I was just like, I don't know how I feel about this. Let's see. Well, let's see. I talked a bit about Mario Odyssey and Let's Go Smash Bros. I mean, come on, that's like the biggest game. Literally, Smash Brothers right now is Smash Brothers Ultimate. At the moment, is the #1 most selling fighting video game out there. Out of all the fighting video games, it sold more than Street Fighter 2. And Street Fighter 2 was the game that everybody was buying. You bought that thing for the Sega Genesis. You bought that thing for the Nintendo Entertainment System. You bought it for the Super Nintendo. You bought it for every add-on the Genesis had. That poor thing. You know, PC. But you bought it for that. It was kind of weird how it only had like, but what else? There was also arcades. Well, you weren't buying the arcade, but imagine I have a bunch of quarters for that. But it was the most sold game. And the packs to buy. Crazy to think Nintendo has the #1 most selling, the #1 selling fighting game to ever exist, and it's crazy to think that it all started with just like, oh, what if it was you awesome, and then you could play this. And next thing you know, one thing led to another, and bada boom. Because even I have to admit, I would have never thought, because the first Smash Bros. Game that I've played was Melee, and I have played the 64, and then I played way more Melee, but then I ended up playing Brawl, and then after Brawl, and I basically missed the Wii U and the 3DS versions of it, because at the time my bros were just constantly telling me, like, yes. Play on their DS. Like, I still play on my Vita. I still play on my PS Vita. And sure, even if it is just a Sly Cooper, playing Red Dead, and I don't want to play. Just go on my PS, play whatever the heck. And the games are. A game. Oh my god. Come on. Oh lordy is right. Yeah, I'm not go to. Oh my god. I hope. But where do I begin? Okay, so now that we captured this guy with our full attention, we could probably tone down our attention by half and try to actually talk about Smash this time. Now, the thing with Smash is, whoops. The thing with Smash Bros. Ultimate right now, aside from being the best-selling fighter game of all time, it's really fun, and I mean that's kind of what you want from a video game, but not only is it just fun, not only is it just a fun game, it just works. So how do I explain? It has almost every character you've ever wanted to play as for a Nintendo fighting game. And then of course, depending on your stance of why you want Waluigi to be a playable character in Smash is up to you. I do have to agree with a lot of people, or some people on YouTube, that it's what was it? It's usually one of two things. Either A, you're just saying that what? I forgot what the first one was. I know the second one was just because of the memes of like, oh, get Waluigi in Smash, and that's why you want him in. But I can't remember the other one. I could have sworn it was something like, oh, you're just saying that because he's a pointless character or whatever. I've seen people actually saying, like, who are actually genuine about wanting to get Waluigi in Smash, and they're saying like, oh, well, since he's more like a, I mean, since he seems to be more or less like a sports-related character, oh, excuse me, in the Mario series, Waluigi could have, you know, everything that he does already. Like, if when he's stomping on you, that could be, I think they said that could be like his down charge smash attack, and then him with the racket could be like the side charge smash or something like that. I can't remember what they were saying. But you know, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if the character isn't going to be playable, the character is going to be a trophy or a sticker. So when I say every character is in Smash, they're technically not wrong. I would have loved, again, I mean, I would have loved to have seen some more characters actually in the game. For example, either Shadow or Knuckles. Because in a sense, they could be similar to Sonic as, because they were talking about like, oh, these are characters that could be Echo Fighters. And I could, you know, Shadow would definitely be like an Echo Fighter for the most part. I mean, he's basically everything that Sonic is. With like some minor differences. And I was saying like, oh, somebody like Knuckles wouldn't be so bad. He would fight more with his fists as opposed to Sonic, who's more with you know, and you could change some of the attacks. So instead of like doing when Sonic does his up tilt, up charge, smash, up smash, whatever the heck, he spins in a ball upward and it hits you a couple times before the final one that launches you. Knuckles, it'd be like some type of uppercut or uppercut combo, like bam, 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 you know, things like that. And they could easily just switch out, for an assist, they could have easily just switched out whatever the heck Knuckles, you know, who basically does the same thing as Sonic, could have easily just switched it out for like Rouge the Bat. Gotta represent the homies at Sega. And then I don't know what other characters. I remember my bro.
I should pass on my compliments for your handling of that situation before.
They're like a villain. What character would you want? I'm just like, I don't know. I guess we're gonna go with Rachel. And said I don't know. What I definitely do know is it's gonna have to be somebody we haven't. If we, you know, 30 something that's been on the Nintendo console before, so it cannot just be Master Chief coming out of nowhere. If he's never been on a Nintendo console before and things like that, you know, Fatal Fury. Or if you want to go by the other series, the King of Fighters, those have been on Nintendo consoles before. The Neo Geo, actually, at that point, which was more arcade-based, did have some of its games ported on the Nintendo. Then, Joe, remember N64? Joker is for Persona, and I personally haven't, like, gotten into Persona. But, I mean, it's on Nintendo. I could only assume that it has been on Nintendo for a while. And who am I missing? Hero from Dragon Quest. And then so many different games. And Square Enix is, again, freaking, Sora for Smash. There you go. I have not seen... Kingdom Hearts ever on a Nintendo console. I mean, to put it this way, there is Kingdom Hearts games for the DS. Okay? So, do what you may with that information. And I'm pretty sure that most people think it's gonna be kind of hard to like Sora without characters like Donald and Goofy, basically Disney characters. Because, you know, this is why I wish I was such a high level in Bounty Hunter. The thing is, because for Sora, you know, without the Disney character, and anything, that's what people actually have said. They're like, oh, if you take out everything Disney from Kingdom Hearts, all you're really left with is just an anime video game about finding your friends or something, and how friendship is the best thing ever, and that's it. Like, that's all that it is. Apparently, see, cause I've tried Kingdom Hearts before. I mean, the only thing I really liked about Kingdom Hearts is... Oh, God. The only thing that I've seen from Kingdom Hearts, and, you know, I played Kingdom Hearts a little. Are you serious? I don't have any more revives. Oh crap. I'm gonna do this on foot.
You'll get what's coming to you! Oh, please
Are they gonna give me Larson? Oh, they gave me Carson. Oh, because I didn't give it to Larson. I gave it to Carson and Larson. Right. Yeah, basically almost every character you can possibly think of, that's ever been on a Nintendo console is going to be on there. I don't remember if they had Earthworm Jim on there. I mean, they could definitely do that, right? Isn't he a third-party character? Or, what's that reason? The Medieval? Isn't that one, also a... Oh my god. Isn't that one also a game that's, on Nintendo, but isn't made by Nintendo?
You made your point.
I know people kept saying they want Spyro and Crash in the game.
People will be real excited to see him go. Thanks.
But, I don't know.
I believe you'll find that figure to your liking.
There's a lot to these. Oh wow, we're already at 300. Oh, we've been doing these bounties this whole time. Let's try to fast travel to like Saint Denis. Maybe we can do the bounties out there. Where's Lemoyne? Here we go. $11. But yeah. So it's pretty cool, I suppose. But honestly, what made me buy the game, I remember the game wasn't even out yet, and I didn't even know that this ad even came out. But I remember, well, actually, I remember a bit of this. I remember people sharing like Luigi's dead or whatever, and I'm like, what the heck is this? And it was this whole thing about like Luigi died or whatever, and I was just like, alright, whatever, get out of here. And I didn't even know that bit that they took was actually from the trailer of them revealing that they have Simon and Richter Belmont in Smash. And it's quite interesting, I'm gonna lie, it's interesting to see that they picked Simon and Richter. And I'm guessing it's because those are the two most popular of all of them, because they have so many different Belmonts. And if you played all of the Castlevania games, really for two people? This guy again? For Castlevania games, there's so many different ones. Like, you'd be playing as characters who are or are not. And it's been interesting too if they would have added like Maria from Rondo of Blood, or what they should have done, Symphony of the Night, which is Alucard, instead of making him play as a different, or instead of making him an assist. Sorry, they could have made him play as a completely different character. So they could have still had Simon and Richter, but then they could have also had like Alucard in there, which would have been awesome. Because Alucard, and I've played a bit of Symphony of the Night, Alucard plays a lot like you could say he's like a sword character, except you would have better recovery. So instead of just going up and down like the sword character, because if you want to be completely honest, they have like 4 different characters from the same game, Fire Emblem, and they all play the same. They're like, you play as Lucina, and they're like, oh, that's female Marth. And then you got like regular Marth. And then you got like Roy, who's basically more or less the same as Marth, but maybe does like more damage or something. And then there's Chrom. He could go side to side. It's like, wow, okay. We're just gonna get rid of these people before the guy shows up.
This one's got your name on.
I don't know if you guys hear it, but my fan external fan. Blazing, it's just revved up right now. I can hear that. I feel bad if you guys can hear it.
Look, I ain't got no
Perfect.
time for food.
See? So originally it would want you to go and wait for him, but we're not like that. I don't mind chasing somebody down.
I ain't staying for this.
And boom, my fan stopped going crazy.
I ain't staying for this. Don't. Son
Well,
of a bitch.
we're turning you in. What else? What else? Is there any other games on the Nintendo that I've played recently? I mean, I've played Mega Man X series. Like, they have Mega Man... For the Mega Man collection, I think the first collection, because I know there's two, I think comes with like 3 or 4 in total.
Good God!
I'm gonna have to double check it. But I played that.
Oh,
And that was
Christ.
pretty fun. I haven't finished it, but I'm playing it. I want to get Mega Man 11. And then... I don't know.
Oh, Christ.
Ooh, another good one. Luigi's Mansion 3.
What the hell?
Yeah. Luigi's Mansion 3, my goodness.
Damn ropes off of me!
That game was fun. Right now, what I want to do, or rather, kind of what I have to do, but really it's what I want to do, is play and try to see if we could get the, quote, hidden or secret bosses. The way that works is you do need to play with somebody locally. Now, I thought that's what you could do online. I thought you could just be like, oh yeah, I'll just play, he's back, and he's worth 3 stars. I genuinely thought you can play the secret bosses, because it's its own, they have different multiplayer modes. The only reason really why it's multiplayer, I believe, is because they remastered the first game. They remastered the first Luigi's Mansion, and then they tried to, excuse me,
Red Ben Clemson. Dresses like he's
I like how
on
it's
the
showing
way
us
to
here.
church.
Like, this is where we're supposed to
Acts
load
like
in
he's
and
never heard
walk
a
up,
sermon.
but it's funny.
Rob enough trains.
So,
one of these companies is going to
as I was
put a
trying to
price
say,
on your head, or maybe all of
the
them.
reason
He's a
why you
hero
have
to
like
some
Luigi, or
folks, a
reason why
villain to
even the
others,
third game
and most likely
has multiplayer is
somewhere in
because they
between.
remastered the first game for the DS, and they wanted
Hey, this might interest you.
they
a fella
wanted
he used to run with lost his leg, became real
they
bitter with
players
it. He's got himself a vested interest in Ben's demise.
don't
Meet him over at Mercer Station. He might tell you where to go.
could go to
Hey, you looking for Red Ben?
diff
Told me you'd be
use
here,
and
but you
interact
better
with
hurry up
things
if
or
you wanna
whatnot,
catch 'em.
or if everything
They
was
took
kind of
over a
like
train up near
same screen where you
Armadillo.
needed to be
By
together.
now they'd be going at quite a clip. So you
but
have to
with
find
playing
them
the
near
third one,
Tumbleweed and get on board
anything
somehow.
multiplayer like main story player.
Bastard made me a cripple. But that don't mean I'm gonna give him up on the plate.
I didn't get really too far with it, but the way that the game is designed, I guess, is...
Alright then, let me see. By the time you get to him, the train will be going through here. Get there quick, you'll find him.
Alright, cool. I like doing that because it makes it so much easier just to find where they're at. But, oh yeah, we'll definitely make it a rat. Oh wow, my brain collapsed. But the thing about Luigi's Mansion 3, I mean, it's still pretty fresh. And I didn't know you could call for Mario. Now, I thought that was something that was like more exclusive for the first game, right? The very first Mario game, or Luigi's Mansion game. When you call for Mario, all you did was just press the A button. I didn't play the second game, so I don't know if in the second you're actually in a mansion. For some reason... the third game is called Luigi's Mansion, but it takes place in a hotel. It really doesn't make sense, but it's still fun regardless. I thought the bosses, because again, like I said, I haven't played the second game, and I don't know if those, I think, probably know those could be the same ones from the second game, those like main enemies. But the bosses and everything very different from the original GameCube game that I played. Nothing about the game is dark, which I'm like upset with, because I really love the idea of, you know, everything being in the dark, and then you had to clear out rooms, ghost, right? Once you cleared it out, the whole room, then the lights would turn on, and then like that's kind of it, really. But instead, in the third game, lights are on constantly. It's just, oh my gosh. God, I don't have any revives. I can't even drink my potions. Oh my god. Like I'm saying potions instead of tonics. For Luigi's Mansion 3, like, everything's so bright, and clearing out rooms really doesn't do much other than just being like, hey, we cleared out this room already. And again, I guess it's just due to the fact that it's a hotel now instead of a mansion. And, you know, animals. Oh wait, did I kill the horse? I don't know. Okay. I've not seen that. You'd think we would have been found it. And no, surprise. They're actually moving really fast and we're crouched. Ain't that something? Oh, I in the game hurt me because I don't feel as fast anymore. There you go. Get in now. Of course he's dead again. That ain't my fault that he's dead. No. And I'm probably just gonna stop the train because that makes my life easier. Is he alive or? How many of these people are there? No, this is the guard. I swear you not. All we ever get is like there's more people. Pick up this guy, because I didn't think we'd kill him, but we did. Stow it. And just ride.
Say your prayer.
Oof. This is crazy. But, I do want to bring up one more thing about Luigi's Mansion, because I think we need to start wrapping things up. I'm feeling a little exhausted. My neck hurts. It is,
Well, shoot!
Yeah, it looks like the game froze anyway. The thing about Luigi's Mansion is in the original. Oh, there you go. It's working fine. In the original, it seemed like every boss, every room in the mansion was basically a setup for a boss. And to kind of transition from room to or certain bosses from next and things like that was you know, having to kind of explore a bit and things like that. So for example, like as soon as you start off the game, you only have access to the second floor. You know, the floor, the stairs in the beginning are the only ones you can take. $37 for him dead? Let's look at our progress for bounty. I mean, I could probably get a tracking arrow, and then I could just track him. Dot on my radar. As I was trying to say, is what I wanted to say was, in the original Luigi's Mansion, it was just a lot better to, yeah, this looks better than some of them. I don't know, maybe it looked good on my character regardless, but I still think this one looks great. All this for dang horse. So let's drink a little more because I'm getting a little parched. Hold on. Okay. So what Luigi's Mansion 3 basically did, right? There's a total of 15 floors. Basically one, yeah, pretty much like a boss every floor. So basically there's 15 bosses. The only one that doesn't have a boss in it is the first floor, because that's the lobby for the hotel. And instead, basement area, where like some guy had like does maintenance, I guess, maintenance worker. He is the boss for down there. So I guess technically you could say he would be the boss for, you know, he would be the 15th boss. And the thing is, in the first Luigi's Mansion, every boss was going to be hostile, regardless if like what their talents and abilities were. You had the guy who was frozen in ice, and when you thought him out, he would attack you anyway. Like, he saw you as a threat. The guy who would sculpt things would paint ghosts, and whenever he would paint the ghost would come to life from the port. You had the boss who would eat, and the only way to capture him was you need to prevent the ghost that would feed him, and you needed to make sure that the food was finished off. Once that was said and done, then you were able to catch him. So like each boss kind of had their own thing. The baby boss had, you know, you needed to, you needed him to get exhausted or throw balls, and then after the balls were thrown, you needed to suck up the ball, throw at the baby. Baby gets knocked out, and that's when you suck him up. The dad, you had to just be patient. He would do nothing, but once he would yawn, that was like your opportunity right there to suck him up. It was pretty easy to do. Let's throw one more at the mom, why not? She's, well, all you needed to do was open up the curtains, because the window was broken, so that the wind and stuff would get in and distract her. Close it, and I think it's on her way back to the mirror that you needed a flasher with the light, and it was easy to do. Luigi's Mansion 3, I think what it needed was darker atmosphere. Like, it tried to pretend to be dark, but even then it wasn't the same kind of dark that it wasn't the same dark as the first Luigi's Mansion. They put so much time into you know, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them, you know, it's good that they're doing that. They put too much time into trying to make every floor unique and have certain features to them that they didn't keep that. It was just a lot better when you had your flashlight out and about, and when you turn your flashlight off, yeah, your flashlight off, you would be able to see the ghost, right? And you needed to flash it. So basically, you would turn off your flash. In the new Luigi, you can't turn off your light. You can only put it up, and that's fine. You know, being able to do that, like they resist your light, but if you just press the button, bada boom, it flashes them. That's fine. But it's just the atmosphere itself is just too light. Everything, you know, different again, like in Luigi's Mansion. You're on a piano, and the only thing I heard come out was giant harp. There was like one more. I'm remembering that's wrong, but. Nice. Far terrible. This one since 4 condition. I think what they should have done was try to add more. I'm trying to skin these gray wolves, and this guy's gonna need help. But dang it! Alright, well I'm gonna take your pelt. No, why don't you do it? I was gonna say maybe we can just run it, but no, it's too far to be running. Yeah, let's just take it back. Oh. But it's still a pretty fun game. It's cool, like if you collected all each floor, you were able to see the diamond plunger. And then if you got the boo that was on every floor, jeez. If you had the boo that was on every floor, then, my bro is messaging right now. Forgot that he has school, so was messaging so early about the last thing that I brought up, but what? Ah, okay. Somewhat high. Barely got here.
Supplies are running down fast.
I know they're
I'll
running
take
out
whatever
fast.
I can get.
No matter what I do, you just hog it up, man.
Well, don't mind me.
I want to see something. I'm at 183. Hey, how much money do I have for now? 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I would have 400. No, wait, no, because it was 100 also. So I would have 500 something. Anything in the box? Is there anything to even collect other than just some bullets? Probably not. Oh, these are slugs. I was like, what? Health bullets? Like shoot somebody in the heel? That's crazy. Most of these I haven't even used. Just because, let's see, actually. Let's see if we have anything done. Like bounty hunter. Like, I've always turned in a legendary. Okay, so this one doesn't count. But this one. And we started with a 1-star bounty. So imagine. He's already a 3. I'm gonna up in that one. I don't know why that's a thing. is a total of 100. Some of these are pretty easy, I would say. Kill 3 enemies with a sniper headshot. 10 seconds. So, 10 seconds to get 3 headshots. Okay. 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 No, I don't know. I can't even do it. Where is the repeater? We're almost there. We could definitely get this done. This is shooting back, so that's definitely worth it. Right. This is headshots. Headshots. I mean, we're still regardless, but why is the bow less than even the shotgun? Whatever. Kill enemies from horseback. From hat shots. I'm surprised I don't have that. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised. Because this one's... Oh, here we go. This one's... Wow, really? Really? Okay, so we're almost done with the repeater 1,000 kills. We still need more with rifles, which would be our Black Bolt, or I keep saying Black Bolt. It's action. That's just gonna be the name of my gun, Black Bolt. So I'm surprised that we are almost done with the headshot one. If you just keep checking these out, like this one, it says reset and earn some gold nuggets. So basically it says kill 1,000. We could reset that. And bada boom. Hunting. Nothing to reset. Actually, I do want to go back. What was that last one that was in hunting? This. 15 types of fish. Really? I don't think I've... No, I fished. I was gonna say, I don't think I've fished in this online part, but I totally have. What is this? Visit every town? What did I not visit? There says I didn't visit one. I could have sworn I visited every town in this game. Ooh, we could do this one. So if you $1,000 for outfits and stuff, I mean, you're bound to get it pretty much. Oh, excuse me, what is this? Drink in every saloon. Oh, okay.
It was me, Limpy Pete, and Phil the Crab.
General. Max dishonor, max honor. Find 100 treasure. Jeez. Oh, I can't do any of these. Survive a fall of 10 meters with your horse. Unique horse breeds and wait, what? 5 of 5. Achieve maximum bond level with your horse. Surprised that that's not. And dang, 100. 1,000 posse versus challenges. Spend time. Wow, really? I spend more time as a posse member than as a posse leader. Revive members 35. Get assists. I have 11. Let's try free roam. Alright, so we have these, the free roam mission, the character, whatever, and 4 free roams in a day. Kinda like that one. And that's it. How much gold did we get out of that? Oh, look at that. We're at 13 gold. Yeah, I think we're gonna do... then we're gonna go to the story. I'm gonna resume from where I last. So basically, I'm gonna keep my online is always gonna be saved, ready to go. Basically, I want to take a moment to just talk a little bit. Because we already spoke about how Smash Bros is the best-selling fighting game on the Nintendo Switch right now, and it really is one of the best games. And I have a lot of fun playing with the different characters on there, you know, and recently, and this is for everybody, obviously. Recently, my cousin, I was playing Showdown series, and my cousin always plays as Kirby, and little did she know that Showdown, once you use the character, you cannot pick them again. So we're playing, right? And then she goes, "What? I can't pick Kirby." And I was like, "Yeah, you gotta pick somebody else now." And we tried one with Pichu. She was doing this funny moment where I kept like doing a smash attack on her, and she just would not die. Like, it'd play the animation, but she'd still be alive, and I'm like, oh my goodness. But then we there we go. But then eventually she ended up switching from, jeez, I am a stinky boy, aren't I? What the heck, John Marston? You okay there? The way you move is really weird. But we end up moving our, you know, maybe we should get him groomed up, actually. Let me see. I mean, the helmet looks, I mean, everything looks fine here. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But like the third match in, right? The third one. Horse station. Beal. What? I have 2 other horses. We can pause the game here at least. But yeah, so she tries out Pikachu, and next thing you know, she's like, "Oh, I like playing as Pikachu." And not even, I don't think I've said it that way. No, it was with Pichu at the time. And because she was trying to be like, "Oh, but like I'm not gonna do good with any of these characters. Like, there's no point or whatever." And oh no, it was because she didn't know who to pick after Kirby, so it was before Pichu. And or was that either one, either before or after Pichu, basically, before or after the second fight. I was like, yeah, the only way to know if like you're gonna be good with a character, or not just be good with a character, but if you like playing as that character, is you are just gonna need to go into the game and play as them. And that's what I did. When I did the classic mode, right, for the characters that I knew that I liked, which was, at the time, it was just only Luigi, Samus, Falco, Sonic. And I think that was it. I think those are the only ones, and I guess technically Isabelle, but I didn't play it on hard with those. But then, you know, I started, I kind of got a bit more into Richter, and then eventually, you know, because, you know, just playing like the Castlevania stuff, and I really like Castlevania. So playing as the Castlevania characters in Smash, I was like, you know, let's go for it, let's do this, and sure enough, we do it, and it was like one of my best characters in the game, playing as Richter. Well, I preferred Richter over Simon because I like hearing like, "Take this, Grand Cross," and all that. Simon is just more quiet with the grunts. So playing as Richter was more so my person, and then plus with Richter, I was able to just I was almost gotten the oh, I was gonna say Elite Smash. I mean, I wish, but with Richter, we almost had the what is it called? The 9.9 in classic mode, but we always get the 9.8. It's like always just underneath, good enough, but not so much, you know. So that was always, you know, being able to play out as Richter and stuff, and that's what's always good about the game is you can play as different characters, and if you really do like them, and then you train as them a bit more, you do get really good with them, and you know it makes the game a bit even more fun. You know, that was basically me with Mega Man in a sense. You know, I always liked Mega Man. I liked Mega Man. I liked Pac-Man, and I was like playing through, you know, the classic mode, and a little bit low-key, a little bit was because I did play as them a bit when I was in high school, and we had this thing called the lock-in where kids could stay overnight at the school and play video games and go into the pool and play soccer and do whatever all night until eventually the sun came back up at like 7 or 8 a.m. and you could go back home. So we did that, and I remember playing as, that was the first time playing as all those characters, I think. I think that was the first time I genuinely played as Sonic, I want to say. But definitely for sure Pac-Man the first time playing as him, and Mega Man playing as him for the first time. I did horrible with them because I was learning as them, and at the time I really didn't like them. I was like, oh, they're horrible, I'm doing trash with these characters and stuff. Years later, here we are with the Nintendo Switch playing as Mega Man and Pac-Man and a bunch of other characters that I would have never thought. Like, if I would have stayed in the mindset that I had of just, oh, I gotta play as Luigi and I gotta play as you know, I didn't even play, because in Brawl I didn't play that much as Sonic. I mean, I liked Sonic and whatnot, but I didn't play that much as Sonic in Smash Brawl. But I did play as Sonic a bit here and there. And then, you know, Ultimate comes around, best Sonic player there is. And it's funny to think that between my bros and I am going to write it down. I used to do this before. I did this before once, but I got to write my name. So we got Falco, almost put my name again, Mega Man, Isabelle, Pac-Man, Luigi. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Richter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pretty sure there's still some I didn't put. All right. I think those are the only characters. But it's funny because if I write down the characters that... Oh my gosh, and then I gotta... There we go. It's insane because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost 10. Oh wait, no, I do have 10 because I like to play as Daisy. Not always, but I do. Jesus Christ. I have like 10 characters to pick from. Meaning, if we ever decide to play, oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Oh, wait. Mac. And... okay. And it's funny because my bro Johnny, he's a bit more on the tank side. He plays as Bowser, King K, and King DDD. Then he'll play as Little Mac, Bowser Jr., or Bayonetta. With Bayonetta, he like be pulling out all the stunts and stuff. It's pretty crazy. Little Mac, he knows how to like just out of nowhere just hit you all hard about it. But the recovery is horrible, so he does need more practice on that. But Bowser Jr., it's been a while, but I do remember him being so good with him. It's kind of the same story with King DDD, but I remember him always doing really good with Bowser, King K. Rool, and Bayonetta from my experiences. But he's played as the others, and even Zelda back then, but he doesn't do good with them anymore. So maybe we should take them off the list, but I know those are characters that he likes and would play as. For my bro Joey, he likes playing as Cloud. Not bad. The new DLC character, he's been playing as him way more. Terry, because for Terry it seems like, well, I haven't played him yet, but it seems like it's pretty easy to do combos with Terry. You could just, hit moves in a certain way and you're going to be able to hit your enemies. Like, I've seen a lot of people doing the same combos of trying to get you to the end of the map, and then you do this move where you kind of do an uppercut kind of thing, and then you punch down, and it's basically like a spike. I've seen quite a few people doing that to try and get you out a lot faster. Terry does not have a good recovery, but his combos is so good, so kind of makes up for it. So he plays as Terry way more now because of that. He plays as Pit, or he used to play as Pit a lot. Shulk, same thing. He used to play as him a lot. Zero Suit Samus. Oh, almost forgot DK. He plays as Donkey Kong, Zero Suit Samus, and Captain Falcon. It's like, so far, nobody, like, if our list of characters that we play as, nobody's the same character. Because for me, Sonic, Falco, Mega Man, Isabelle, Pac-Man, Luigi, Richter, Samus, Banjo, and Daisy. None of the characters that we play as are the same. I've said, like, yo, if, I want more people to be kind of engaged or involved. We're gonna go blue screen here. I wanted more. Actually, if anything, what I really do want is to learn how to be better with Banjo. And then if there's more to it, like, for example, like, I want to see if it's possible to get better with Sonic. I'm pretty good with I would say one of his combos, in a sense. Basically what I do is I will do his down B, and then that does a spin dash attack thing, and I hit into the enemy like 50 million times, and then I jump up into the air and I'll do like a neutral air attack. But sometimes I do try to go for the back air, because the back air is like his strongest attack, and usually you can get kills with it, so I try to get that done. Oh, my eye. And that's usually about it. I mean, sometimes I might do it where I'll do the same attack, or maybe a normal dash, and then connect it into a his neutral B, which is his homing attack, which isn't so bad. It does, if it's completely charged, it does like 20 to 25, somewhere around there. But other than that, I did wish that Sonic had a bit of a damage boost. Because Sonic is pretty weak. I mean, I understand he's fast, but if he could just have, like, an extra 2% of damage, I think that might balance him out with a lot of the other situations. But yeah, you know, it's such a good game, and you know, Smash offers so many options. You know, having like amiibos, you can do boss fights with amiibos and things like that. And apparently, only the best of the best will be able to beat your amiibos and stuff like that. So, and then you have amiibo fights, right? So you can see whose amiibo is the best and who's gonna beat the other amiibo and whatnot. I think that's really about it. I don't think there's anything else for it. I mean, again, best game so far that I've played on the Nintendo Switch: Mario Odyssey, Luigi's Mansion 3, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Let's Go Pikachu. You know, there's a lot of hate for the new Pokemon game, but what I've seen so far, it seems like it's going to be a mix of the old with the new. And basically what I mean by that is the old way being you have to fight the Pokemon before capturing them, and then the new being you get to run around seeing the Pokemon in the overworld, and then you get to go, oh yeah, that's the Pokemon I like and I want to get, yeah, I'll just catch that one on my own, just like that or whatever. So with that being said, that's gonna be all for today. I don't know if I might do research into Pokemon Sword and Shield, because I definitely want to get Shield, especially with the fact if my bros actually do, or if my bro actually does get, what's it called? If my bro actually does get Sword, at least I'll have Shield, which would be the opposite. I know some people are already buying the combo of Sword and Shield. I think it sucks that if you're someone who does that, I feel bad for you. Now, if you're getting it like, oh, I'll get the combo or whatever, and then one of them's for my friend, I feel like that's fine. But still, even then, it's just like, I don't know, I can't do that. Because if you don't know the difference, like if you wonder why every time new Pokemon game comes out, it's always two versions, like X and Y, Red and Blue, Sword and Shield, things like that. It's because even though they're still the same game, there's some Pokemon that are different. For example, in Sword and Shield, if you get Sword, the Pokemon at the end of the game, the legendary Pokemon that it builds up to, will be this Pokemon that has the sword in its mouth. And then if you use Shield, it will be the one that has its mane, its fur as the shield. So it's basically what it is. Other than that, there's some differences. For example, like one game might have, I don't know, number 15 Pokemon, but in the other game, number 15 will be missing, but instead it will have number 22. You know, so one game might have Pikachu, but to replace it in the other, it might be like Charmander or something. You know, and that's just me throwing out random Pokemon names, but that's basically what it is. So it kind of encourages you, in a way, to hopefully have the opposite game of what your friend has, so that way you can trade to kind of complete each other's Pokedex. But even then, I'm really hoping that it has the Pokemon Go support, so that way I could just transfer the missing Pokemon from the game that hopefully would be what's in the mobile game that I already have, and put in there. But we've been talking for way too long. It's already 6:32. Sorry, the minute just changed. 6:32 a.m. That's it. We'll probably stream later on, maybe 5 hours or so from now. So if you guys watch this long random stream, thank you for watching. Hit that like, subscribe, join our Discord. That will be in the link down below, and don't forget to subscribe to the other channel, The Zabin Project. You can check that out in our channels tab, so you do need to click on our little face, and then go into the tab that says channel. You're gonna see me on there, and you're gonna see our buddy Limitless AMD is the other channel that hopefully should be doing more makeup tutorials, things like that. I don't know what she's always up to. I mean, recently she bought that Shane Dawson stuff. So hopefully you guys will like that. And until then, I'll see you guys next time when we are at least looking good. I don't know. As always,